Mayberry RFD will not be presented tonight, but will return next week at its regularly scheduled time over most of these stations. The Draft Lottery, a live report on tonight's picking of the birth dates for the draft. Here at Selective Service Headquarters in Washington is CBS News correspondent Roger Mudd.
Good evening. It was 29 years ago that the first and most famous lottery number, 158, was drawn as the United States entered World War II. Tonight, for the first time in 27 years, the United States has again started a draft lottery.
Every year since 1969, I've been telling all of my family and friends that the only lottery I've ever won was the 1969 military draft. My number was drawn quickly. It was number 30. My family and friends were worried sick. I was a senior when the draft occurred. I knew from that moment that my life's highest priority was serving in the Army during the Vietnam War.
I was a senior at UGA when the draft occurred. My birthday was put as number 69 in the lottery. My student deferment was good throughout the remainder of my senior year, and it was set to expire on June 1st, 1970. On that day, I received papers to report for a physical in my hometown. I went prepared with 2 doctor letters assessing my hearing and vision loss. I received a 4F classification and did not have to report for duty in the military and did not have to go to the Vietnam War.
I was a senior at the University of Georgia when the draft took place. I feared for my life as I sat there watching the draft. I was so scared that my birthday would get a low lottery number. Luckily, I got number 358. I was so relieved. I wrote a little song called I'll Be Home for Christmas because I knew that I would be home with my very beautiful family for Christmas.
Like many others, my father and uncle served in World War II. I have grown up watching movies and shows that favored military service, in which the good guys always won. I plan to join the Marines after graduation. I was in my senior year at UGA the night of the draft. My birthday was drawn as a high number, 304. After the draft, I went down to my local Selective Service Board and changed my classification from 2S to IA. I intended to serve regardless of the draft. I served my country in Vietnam, and it was the best decision I ever made.
I registered for the draft like everyone else during my first semester at UGA. 6 months after the draft and receiving lottery number 92, I petitioned the draft board wanting my status to be changed from 2S to IO, meaning conscious objector. I wanted my status to be changed due to my religious beliefs and my opposition to the war. After a lot of hassling, I eventually received my IO status. I then carried out alternate service as a clinical worker.